Wasn't that your job? Now we're recording. 788. Yes. Luckily we didn't go far. We still have to add 388 to that. Also, 1,000 what? Are we done there though? No, of course not. Hold on, let's slow down a little bit because not everybody's here with us. 17, carry that one. 7, 8, 9, 10, plus one more is 11. That's not even an answer choice today. Surprisingly. You could take out a, yeah, somebody probably would pick that a big. Maybe I added wrong, but, ooh. If you don't subtract right, your answers are all pretty close here. You don't subtract right. What's our next part? Chloe.
Subtract 1,000. Oh, I guess so.
You can answer, Vita. It's okay. Y'all can both answer.
Oh, well, you're supposed to subtract 1,500. 1,176.
Alright. Let's see, yesterday we had trouble subtracting these. Y'all forgot. I'm pretty sure they're on the same problem we're on right now. Isn't that crazy? Let me see. Oh, you're adding it to it, protecting it. Uh-oh, you might be off by one then, right? Let me see what you get. What was your answer? You subtracted? Oh, you're gonna add it. Are you gonna add these to that? Is that what you're trying to do? Okay, you're gonna do it. Go ahead, yeah, you can add one of it. 5 plus 1 would be 6. So you did it a different way. Did you learn it like this last year to do? Oh, I guess that y'all probably don't do it like this. I mean, it's not wrong because that's, I didn't think of that way to solve it. Come on, was it? Well, Michael got the same answer. That is right. So I didn't think of doing it this way, but let me show you the way we've been doing it. So I have to come borrow from the 4. That becomes 10, 9, 10. So 10 minus 6 is what? 10 minus 6 is 4. Okay. 9 minus 7 is what?
3.
Whoop. Try again, Vita. 2.
2. My bad. I forgot.
4 minus 1?
4 minus
3.
3.
Our answer would be D. I didn't think of doing it this way. Y'all don't have to do it this way, but let me show you. Oh, scratch paper. Right on that. That's stuff. The way Mariah did it was.
I got the right answer, but this is how I did it. It was a weird way, but I just did it.
Mariah did a different way. Instead of subtracting, she went through each answer choice and added this to our number over here. So she did 1176 plus 424. I don't know if any of y'all are doing it that way, but that's the way she did it.
I'm lucky that I got the right
That's not 1,500, so that one couldn't be my answer. And she did that with every single one of them. Not that y'all have to do it that way, but that's the way she did it instead of subtracting, because maybe she's not that good at subtracting, or she needs, you know, it's not her favorite thing to do. Huh? Yeah, she needs practice. So yeah, she went through and added each one of these to what we got right here, and she got the right answer anyways doing that. So there's multiple ways to do these problems. B, I think I'm gonna let y'all kind of do it by.
Miss Hernandez,
Yes.
on 3, can I show you how I did it?
Go ahead.
So whenever I was subtracting 15,000 by 1,176, first I did 1,000 minus 1,000 equals 0. So all I know is it's going to be a 3-digit. And then since I was subtracting something by 500 from 176, I just decided to do 500 minus 100, and then I got 400 and stuff. But I got the right answer. It's just it took hard time to figure it out.
Yeah, as long as you get the right answer. Mariah, like I said, she did a different way, but she got the right answer too. So
Yeah, because like whenever I see a number, I just like subtract it, but like not with digits. So like 1,000 minus 1,000, 500 minus 100 and stuff.
So 3B, let's see. The list shows the number of students in each grade level for Sanderson Middle School this year. There are 719 students in 6th grade, 682 students in 7th grade, and 694 students in 8th grade. Last year, a total of 1,798 students attended Sanderson Middle School. What is the difference between the number of students this year and last year? What does difference mean we have to do? We're going to be subtracting something. So what's our total number of students they had last year? Put it on top. Who can tell me? Chloe? Yep. 1,798. So what do we have to do with their total number of students from last year? Again. What are we going to do? You already got it? What do we have to do with these three numbers? Oops. All right. I can't see it. Adrian says you have to add them. So 719 plus 682. See what you get. You already got your answer, or you know this part? These are very similar to what we just did again. What's 9 plus 2? 11. Got to carry our 1. 8, 9, 10. Carry our 1 again. 7 plus 6. Yeah, 14 because we have that one up there. Yeah. And 600. Okay. You gotta finish adding, Chloe. Did you finish adding then? Come on, Chloe. You sit by me up here at the front. What's 4 plus 1? 9 plus 0 is 9. 6 plus 4 is 4. Oh, a little too high. 6 plus 4? Yeah. 10. There you go. And carry our 1, you got 2. So now what do we do with these two numbers? This number, we already use these. Subtract them. So remember, the bigger number goes on top. Pay attention to these two. Let me freeze it and see what we get. Can we subtract 5 minus 8? No, we have to borrow from this 9. 9 becomes an 8, and this becomes 15. 15 minus 8 is what?
7, phenomenal. 8 minus 9, I can do that, right? It's 1. What? 8 minus 9? Nope, we gotta borrow way over here from our other best friend. 1, we gotta borrow here, 9. 18 minus 9 is 1. Come on, Ray Ray. 9. 9 minus 7 is what? What's 9 minus 7? 9 candies, 8, 7. What am I left with? 2. What's my answer? Oops, I didn't even underline my question. 8. Y'all agree? Adrian, is that what you got?
Yeah, I got. You got 8?
Yeah. What'd you get?
I got E.
Uh-oh, you better check your math. Oh, I know what you did. You subtracted 5 minus 8. 5 got $5 and you want to borrow 8. Do I have enough to give you? That's what you did wrong. That's what he did wrong. See? Caught it. Good job. Let's put that away. Page 53, rounding. Today's rounding is a lot, not different than what we've been doing, but it's a lot more work. Rounding. 53. Rounding. What is 53? Yes, make sure you sign in on that clipboard. 53 rounding. Today's got a lot more work because we're going to be rounding in like adding and subtracting. Before we start, just because, yes, make sure you sign in on the clipboard.
When rounding to a certain place value, find the rounding place then continue to look at the number to the right, man. You don't need luck. If the digits 5 or more, then you round up. If the digits less than 5, then you round down. That's how the rounded number is found.
When rounding up, the rounding place goes up by 1. When rounding down, it stays where it had begun. The numbers to the right of the rounded digit get changed to zeros, then it's legit.
When you need to find out an approximate amount, rounding gives you numbers that are easy to count. When you need to find out an approximate amount, rounding gives you numbers that are easy to count.
But when rounding to a certain place value, find the rounding place then continue to look at the number to the right, man. You don't need luck. If the digits 5 or more, then you round up. If the digits less than 5, then you round down. That's how the rounded number is found.
When rounding up, the rounding place goes up by 1. When rounding down, it stays where it had begun. The numbers to the right of the rounded digit get changed to zeros, then it's legit.
When you need to find out an approximate amount, rounding gives you numbers that are easy to count. When you need to find out an approximate amount,
Here's a trick to use to help you choose where the digit to the right tells you to move. Draw 0 to 10 on a hill with 5 on top. A car drives until it comes to a stop. If it's 5 or more, it moves forwards. If it's 1 through 4, it moves backwards. Forward rounds up, backward rounds down. Just a little trick to help you round.
When you need to find out an approximate amount, rounding gives you numbers that are easy to count. When you need to find out an approximate amount, rounding gives you numbers that are easy to count.
All right. Chloe left, but let's get started. Page 53. What am I doing? What am I doing? Stop sharing. Page 53. Are y'all there for rounding? Let me move this up. Is there going to be what are we looking at? 53. It says round the numbers 254, 232, and 270 to the nearest hundred. Find the sum of the rounded numbers. What does sum mean, first of all? What does sum mean? What are we going to do? Adrian, put it up. What does sum mean? Add. So we'd have to add. So we're going to have to add once we get done rounding all these up. So I was going to wait for Chloe. Get back here. Yeah, go ahead. So once you round them, and then you're gonna once you round them to whatever you get to the nearest hundred, you're gonna add those numbers. So we're gonna wait for Chloe. After you round
What page is it?
53. After you round them, you're gonna add them all together. Oh yeah, quickly, hurry, quickly. The rounded number. So find the sum of rounded numbers. So we got to round, and then we're gonna have to add. I was waiting for Chloe, now I have to wait for Jacob. And then like, what are we doing? I guess I could show you something else then. Let me find it. They're gonna be like, what are we doing? Place value. We're gonna be talking about pennies today, more pennies being place value.
How come it says rounding numbers 972, 548 to the 10 to the 100?
The tenths place. You have to round the tenths place. So like the 7 and 972, it's either gonna go up or stay the same, or in the 4 and 548, it's either gonna go up or it's gonna to 5 or it's gonna stay a 4. Oh, this one's long.
Hi, I'm Rob. Welcome to Math Antics. In this video, we're going to learn about decimal place value.
Oh, this one's better. 3 minutes. We'll be Jacob's back there.
Visit numberrock.com for ad-free videos, lesson materials, and more.
If you split the number 1 into 10 parts, that's where the decimal place value start. The values as a 1, they're quite small, like 0.1, which is a decimal, y'all. This number as a fraction is 1 over 10, and 0.1 is its decimal equivalent. Fractions over 10, 100, 1000, and on. All other decimal numbers, it's a phenomenon. Decimals are fractions, just with different names. They each have a value that's exactly the same.
When Jacob gets
Get
back.
big, decimals can get small. If you know place value, you can imagine them all.
Every single one of y'all.
On a place value chart, you see a pattern starts. If you split 1/10 into 10 equal parts, this new value is 100. Then in every case, 100 hundredths equals 1 whole and the ones place. And if you split just 100 into 10 parts, that's the next place on the place value chart. This value is 1,000 of the number 1. Like every decimal, it's a special fraction. When any denominator is a power of 10, that fraction can be written as its decimal equivalent. Whole numbers to the left, decimals to the right. They get smaller and smaller till they're barely inside. Like whole numbers can get big, decimals can get small. If you know place value, you can imagine them all.
We got the tenths, the hundredths, the thousands, and more. Let's imagine a number line to further explore. You see, there's a special land between 0 and 1 where you find decimal numbers. In every fraction between 0 and 1, make 10 intervals. These are tenths written as fractions or decimals. When counting by tenths, after you get to 9, the 10th tenth makes 1 whole on the number line. Let's see what happens as the place value decreases. And 1/10 is divided into 10 equal pieces. We get 100th written as 0.01, and 10 of these make a 10, but we're not done. Split 100th into 10 parts, and we'll get 1,000, the smallest value we've seen yet. 10 thousands makes 100th. 100 makes 1/10. 1,000 thousands makes 1 whole. Isn't it brilliant?
Whole numbers to the left, decimals to the right. They get smaller and smaller till they're barely inside. Like whole numbers can get big, decimals can get small. If you know place value, you can imagine them all.
Perfect timing. We won't learn about the thousands place. You'll learn about the thousands place in 5th grade. Okay, let's get started with our rounding. So, we have to round each one of these numbers, and then once we round them, we have to add them together. So, we're rounding to the hundredths place. We're going to underline the 5. The 5's going to tell me is the 2 going to become a 3 or stay a 2. 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. So what is our new number going to be? 200 or 300? Come on, wakey, wakey. Just watch the video. 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. More. So the 2 becomes a what? A 3. And then everything behind it becomes a 0. Next one, 3. Are we going to let it rest? Or are we going to raise the score? 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. Let it rest. So then it's going to just stay a 2. And then everything behind the 2 becomes a what?
0.
0. Yes. So then we're going to underline our 7 and then our 2. We're going to raise the score or we're going to let it rest? Raise the score. So what's our new number? 300. Look, there y'all go. Now you're waking up. About time. So it becomes 300. Now we have to add all 3 of these numbers. So 300 plus 300, we can add these 2 together, these 3. What do we get when we add all of these numbers together? Who can tell me? What do we get when we raise? How much? 800. Yep, bingo. That would be our answer for that one. That's what we're going to be doing with these problems. Except sometimes we're going to be subtracting. Yeah, we want more work in here. All right, B, rounding numbers 972 to 5 and 548 to the nearest tens. Find the difference between the rounded numbers. What does difference mean? Subtract. So 972 and then 548. What number is in the tens place on 972? The 7. So the number behind it is going to tell us we raise the score or we let it rest. Let it rest. So then the 7 stays the 7 and then you get your 0. And then 500. The 8's going to tell me if I raise the score or if I let it rest. Raise the score. So it's 550 now, right? We got to subtract. So 970 minus 550. What do we get? What do we get when we subtract those two? What do we get when we subtract those two? Y'all online can answer too if y'all have an answer, Natalie. Chloe, I think I heard you. $420. If we look at it as money. Good job. 2, 4. Oh, now we got bigger numbers. Round the number 7,542, 2,488, and 4,936 to the nearest thousands. Find the sum of the rounded numbers. So this one we're going to be adding. I wonder if they're on the same problem as us. I think they're on the same one we're on. Listen. We're like spot on the same problems. Okay, thousands place. The 5's gonna tell me, are we gonna break? What?
When is our next break?
At like 9:45. You're at home. The ones at home are lucky, because you technically, I guess, could really have a break whenever, but we're here to work. We're gonna raise the score, we're gonna let it rest.
Raise the score.
So the 7 becomes a what?
8.
Imagine when they come back to school, they're gonna have been out of school for like, they come back the next time they can, like 8 months. Oh, that was long. We're gonna raise the score, or we're gonna let it rest on the next one for 2,488. 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest.
Wait, it's rest, just like rest.
Rest, so it's gonna become what number? 2,000. Then we got a 9. Is it gonna raise the score, or is it gonna let it rest?
Raise the score.
It's heavy, so 5,000. Now we have to add all of these. I don't even have room. I don't even have room. 8,000, 2,000. I know this is tiny, and then 5,000. What do we get when we add all those?
I really got the answer.
What'd you get?
Like 15,000.
There you go, 15,000. I had to check mine. 15. Sorry, it's all way over here, but the little circle's there. Oh, the next one's tricky because it's hundreds place. Rounding's not that hard, right? Once you get a hang of it, by Wednesday, things start making sense, usually. D, round number 7,919 and 5,375. Adrian, you finished this whole page already? And to the nearest 100. Find the difference between the two. What does difference mean? We do. What is difference? Yeah, minus. Put that over here. So the hundreds place. What number is in the hundreds place of 7,919? 9. So the one behind it. Are we gonna raise it? Or are we gonna let it rest?
Raise it.
This 9. is going to tell, this 1's going to tell us what to do with this 9. Are we going to raise it?
Let it rest.
Let it rest. 1. Remember, 4 or more, or 4 or less, let it rest. So it stays a 9, and everything behind there becomes a what? 0.
And 0.
Then the next one is 7. We underline. Are you going to raise the score? Or are we going to let it rest? Ray, are you awake back there? Hey, wake up.
Raise the score.
Raise the score. I know how y'all feel. Sometimes
It's gonna be 5,400.
790. I need to go to bed earlier. You're tired at school. What do we get when we're subtracting these. What do we get? Y'all need to go to bed earlier. I'm telling you, y'all should be exhausted by the end of the week. Or by the end of the day. I think I'll probably already be going to sleep at that time. What do we get when you subtract these? Come on. You're going to do this side by yourself. Jacob, you better have work over there or you're going to be sitting front and center by me. What do we get when you subtract them? I forgot what school was like. What do we get when you subtract these two? A little more than that, isn't it? What's not, we're not.
2,004.
2,500. You rounded to the thousands place. It asked us to the hundreds place. Rushing through it just to get done to read is not going to help you. You're going to have to go back and do it again. So fix it.
Is it 2,400?
500.
Oh, 500. My bad.
It's not always just going to be a thousands place. Round the numbers 55,108 and 14,873 and 13,297 to the nearest 10,000. Wait. No, we're doing it together. I said these you're going to be doing by yourself here in a minute. Okay. You got to round to the 10,000 place. Are we going to raise the score or are we going to let it rest?
Are we supposed to write LOB?
What? Writing what? I didn't write no LOB on there. Come on. Somebody besides Chloe. Are we raising the score or are we letting it rest on this one? Raise the score. So it becomes what? A 5 becomes what? A 6. And we put zeros behind there.
So it's because on our screen it looks like you put on LOB.
Oh, right there?
Yeah.
It's not LOB, it's an 8. Next one, are we going to raise the score or are we going to let it rest?
Let it rest.
Let it rest, so it just becomes 10,000. And then we're going to raise the score or are we going to let it rest? Let it rest.
Let it rest.
10,000. You got to add all of these because it said the sum. Oh, I don't have enough room over here.
Okay, that's easy. I already got my answer too.
Okay, come on, Ray. Pick up your head. Stand up if you need to for a second. You get when you add it. Come on, pick up your heads. Come on. Pick up your head. Let's go. Let's go to bed earlier. What is it? Oh, 80,000. Yeah. What you got? Let me see.
What did I get?
Yeah, good job. We're better at school too. How would you that? Times 10,000. We're doing it to the 10,000 space. Come on. 80,000. AJ was ready to come back.
I got 8,000.
80,000. Yes. Come on. Pick up your heads. Right. Pick up your head. Come on. I said, pick up your head. Take off your head. F, rounding numbers 92,820 and 78,463 to the nearest 10,000 place. Find the difference between the two. We're going to be subtracting on this one. So 92,820 and then 78,463. 10,000 place again. We're gonna raise the score, or we're gonna let it rest on the first number. Yep, we got a 2 there. Let it rest. 4 or less, let it rest. 5 or more, raise the score.
I said round to near 10,000.
We're raising that number. That number right behind the whatever place they're talking about tells us if we're going to replace or we're going to raise the score, we're going to let it rest. I changed. That means that becomes 90,000 because we're letting it rest because 2 is less than 5. So like our highlighted number right here is the place where we're either going to round up or down. But the number behind it to the right is going to tell us if we round up or we round down. So like on this one, the 8 tells us what we're doing with the 7. Are we going to raise the score or are we going to let it rest? Raise the score and it becomes 8. Then everything behind it becomes a 0. Yeah. Yes. So now we're going to subtract them. 90,000 minus 80,000. What did you get?
1,000.
Not 1,000. 10,000. Here. I'm going to circle the ones I want you to do on this side. We'll do the other ones together. But these are the ones you're going to do by yourself right now. Hold on. I didn't know what I did. I'll circle this one. 1, 3. I'll do those 3 together, or right now by yourself. 1, 3, and 6, and then we'll go over them and we'll finish the other ones together. Let's see. So 517, and you have 383. Set it up for me. Oh goodness. Awfully tiny spoonies there. Oh. Kind of helped you a little bit. Letting you know which you're gonna raise the score or let it rest. Make sure you pay attention to what it's asking you to do here. Like this one says difference. This one's difference. Oh, they all say difference.
So we're just gonna do 3 and that's it?
Those 3 and we'll finish the rest together.
Okay.
Help. Wake up. Need help? No. Thank you. 517. What else? We're gonna round into the hundreds place. Right?
17. Okay, so the number right next to the right. So the one right next to yeah. So the one's gonna tell us if we're gonna raise it 4 or we're gonna let it rest. So we're gonna let it rest. So it's gonna stay a what? Everything. So put a 5 below that, and then everything behind that's a 0. Now do the next one. Write it down. So becomes the 3 becomes what? There's difference. What is difference? You ever lost your like keywords? Like, difference is under look. Difference is under what word? So what are you gonna do with this number? Subtract. Okay, those words, like on number 1, what does difference mean? Difference means minus. Okay, minus. One behind the 5, they're going to tell you to raise the score. Yeah. I thought it was 5 or more. Raise the score. There's a 1. Stay a what? We're talking about this number. It would stay what? 5 out of 6. You could change it. Yeah, and it stays the same. So we say 5. So it'd be 500, 500. What number's gonna tell me if I raise or if I let it rest? Five or more, raise the score, 4 or less, let it rest. Any number less than 5,
Natalie left.
let it rest.
I just got kicked out.
Oh, so which one?
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. The 8. There's an 8 behind the 3. No, so the 3 becomes a what? 800, yes. 9, 10. And then, what's the difference? What's the plus? Subtract. So you need to subtract those two numbers. 500 minus 400. Then I have to write a little smaller. You're not going to have a lot of room or get your math journal out. You can answer, you have more space. So 500 minus 400. Come on. Don't do it in your head. Write it down there. Up here on top, next to the word. 500 minus 400. Okay. You can't do every problem like that. That one's a simple one. Not every problem you need to do in your head. And you write a little bit smaller. Or you're gonna have to use an marker. Come on, take off your hat. This isn't nap time. Let's go. Wakey, wakey. Wakey, wakey. Take off your hood. Oh, but this number You're close. These two are right. So this, but we're doing it to 10,000. So we're changing that number right here. So is that going to stay at 3 or become a 4? Hey, I think you did the wrong one. I don't know, because I think you did the wrong place. You did the wrong place. That was right if we were doing it to 1,000 place, but we're doing it to 10,000 place. So the 6, yeah. So the 6 is going to tell the 3 to stay the same or go up one. Yeah, so it would be 40,000 instead of 37. You just did the wrong place, right? Nope. The 7 becomes 0. Yeah. Get my noise fingers out to wake y'all up. Yeah. You just add them. It's gonna be something really loud and annoying. Don't want to be asleep. Y'all want to be asleep. Antonio not once fell asleep. Good. That's really the answer. Now I know the first one, 100. Let's see what becomes 1,000. Ooh, I think we did. Oh, yeah. 90 Rusher. 90. Did you get on the bottom of 1,000? Anything late. Oh, you what? Yeah, you need to go to bed early. Go to bed at 7. Hey, we're doing that. When it goes down, the one would just stay the same. Rest, it stays the same, so it would just stay 1,000. Not go down. So when we say let it rest, that doesn't mean it goes down a number. We just let it stay the same. So it would be 1,000. 1,000. You're close. Just put it down too low. Let's go over these. Most of y'all. Snappy, snap, snap. Ooh. We won't use Skittles for math then. Okay. Natalie, did you finish 1, 3, and 6? Audrina? 517 becomes what? For y'all that answered it already.
I did.
500, right? And then 383 becomes what? 400.
And equals 100.
Bingo! You would get a candy right now. 100. I guess we can do the second one. Mariah already did it. Round the numbers 34,204, 36,811, and 18,008 to the nearest 1,000. Oh, to the nearest thousand space. Oh, you did. You were doing it right, Mariah. That one you did do right. I told you wrong. Let me see. 4, 2. You had it right. Oh, pins and shoes. You had the last number right. 18,000. Okay. So we're rounding this number right here that I'm going to highlight. This is the number that's going to be changing. 1,000 space. Somebody's not happy. So, are we going to raise the score on the 4? Or are we going to let it rest? Let it rest so it just stays. That means it stays the same, Chloe. Or maybe you did have it right. Did you have it right? On the next one, are we going to raise the score? Or are we going to let it rest? Raise the score. I'm glad AJ's awake. He was participating online. This one just stays 18,000.
Yeah, sometimes I would look at those test grades and it would show something different. Is that? Is this number 2? What do we get if we add all of these? I need a separate piece of paper. Add all of these. We add all of these. Don't pay attention to my date here. I'm gonna add all these on my separate piece of paper. So 34,000, 37,000. That doesn't seem right. And 18,000. Maybe it is. Oh, so should I write all 3 of those? Hmm. 15, 19, 6, 7, 8, 89. Somebody is not happy. 89,000? Is that what you got, AJ? Do you add all 3 of these? Because I think we're adding these. I hope we were. Ghost is going insane. 89,000. God, you're so asleep right now. 89,000. I know y'all aren't always this quiet. Are y'all just tired? Is it more tiring being at school? I think they're tired. I don't know. Now tell me. I know it's not fun. Not the funnest it could be. What do these numbers become? I might skip number 4 and 5. Erase the score. And then we let it rest over here, right? What do we get? We subtract these. What, AJ? 2,000. He is correct. I just showed y'all a video. Do one more. And I can show y'all another video, I guess. Maybe that will help. Break it up in 10. You need to stand up at your desk because you think you're falling asleep. That's fine. But on this one, besides AJ, are we gonna raise the score? Or are we gonna let it rest? Oh, yes. Yes. We're gonna raise the score. We're gonna let it rest. Not AJ though, because he's answered everything. Chloe, think we're gonna raise it or we're gonna let it rest? Raise it, it becomes what? 90,000. Ooh, the next one we raise too, don't we? 70. What do we get when you subtract those? Yeah, who said it? 20,000. 20. 9 minus 7 is 2. Oh, you're close. Alrighty. We won't do 4 and 5 because they're like trained just doing that. But be prepared. Get out page 85. Page 85. We're talking about pennies. Maybe if I give y'all a Skittle, this will hype y'all up a little bit. If I give y'all like some Skittles. Will that wake y'all up maybe?
What page is this?
Did I say 85? For the rounding, or you're getting a hang of the.
I'm gonna go use the.
Okay. Rounding's not that bad. What we're working on for like our concept, what we're learning for the week, decimal place value. That's kind of hard. Okay. Let me see what I can find. Just to kind of switch some things up. I don't want to watch that long one. Maybe this one's shorter. Or it could be the one we just watched earlier.
Our number system is based on the number 10. Remember how we write numbers in hundreds, tens, and ones or units. The number 356 is made up of 3 hundreds, 5 tens, and 6 ones. The number 10 is also important for numbers less than 1. There is a special set of fractions we call decimal fractions that are also based on the number 10. They are 1/10 and 1/100. Let's take a close look at decimal fractions. 1/10 is 1 divided into 10 little pieces. 100 is 1 divided.
Which is how much money? Is it 1 penny or 1 dime? 1 penny, yeah, it's 1 penny. Like up there, see, 1 penny, I put it right next to the little square, and then 1 dime would be the pretzel strip.
Divided into 100 tiny pieces. 100 is 10 times smaller than 1/10. Decimal numbers are the same as decimal fractions, but we write them differently. We write 1/10 like this, and 100 like this. Decimal numbers fit into our hundreds, tens, and ones number system. We always place a decimal point between the ones and the tenths. Here's 1/10 written as a decimal,
And remember, and.
and here's 100 written as a decimal. Let's take a look at how we use decimal numbers. In 2013, the world's fastest man, Usain Bolt, set a new world record time for running 100 meters. The time was 9.58 seconds.
$9.58.
Usain Bolt's time was 9 whole seconds, 5/10ths of a second, and 8/100ths of a second. Here's another example. The number 12.06 is made from 1/10, 2 ones, no tenths, and 6/100ths. It is very important to write the 0 in the tenths column because 12.06 is not the same number as 12.6. Let's divide 900 by 10 to see what happens. Each time you divide by 10, the number 9 moves a column to the right.
Bingo was his name. Oh, okay, let's go work on some of our work. Think of it as money. When you think of it as money, it's a little bit easier too. You got a little marker or something, you can or highlighter, you can pick it up. We're gonna be coloring some of these in. The page. Where's my page? Oh, I did do this test. All right. I didn't find my. I didn't even look. Alrighty. So this picture is showing 100 dimes right here. That's what that's representing. 100 dimes. Or not dimes. Pennies. I'm like, oh, 100 pennies. Let's shade in 34 of these. So we're going to shade in 34 of these little things, these little pennies. Yes. Oh, can y'all not see? Oh, they probably can't see. Can y'all see? Adrena, can you see? Okay. What? All right. 85. Are you on page 85? Come on, wake up.
I am page 85.
Okay, I know you are awake. They're not awake. Okay, come on. We're gonna be doing this math for a while, so y'all better wake up. Gotta shade in 34 of these, so it's like 3 down and then 4 little ones. I shade them in. I know it's kind of hard. Make sure you shade it in 34. Ray, come on. Yeah. You shade it in 34 pennies. 34 pennies.
Maybe if I give you a Skittles, I'll wake up. Think that would wake y'all up? Skittles. Yes? You're too much.
I'm sorry.
You're too much.
I'll bring you more Skittles. I'm sorry.
Y'all hear that? More snacks.
You think if I bring her snacks, she should forgive me?
Maybe we're in for the snacks.
What's taking so long?
They're coloring in. That's what's taking so long. They're asleep. All right. So, how many tens did we shade in here if we were to count tens? Like 1, 2, 3. We shaded in 3 pretzels. Our sketch is going to look weird. Right? And then how many Skittles did we shade in right there? How many little single Skittles? 4. So, did we shade in a hole here? Do we have a whole dollar bill here? No. No. So we put a 0. How many pretzel sticks did we draw? 3. So a 3 in our tenths, and then we got 4 little Skittles. So 0.34. Woo! Yep, 0.34. 34 cents. I have a paper. It tells me how much it is. Yeah, it didn't say any. Eventually, the next page it tells you. There's a lot. There's a lot of that. Okay. A fraction. How many little pieces, individual Skittles do we have in total in one of these? How many is there? One of these. How many is there in here? Little individual squares. How many? 100. So that would be our denominator. And then how many did we color in? Right here. How many did we color in? 34. That's it. So this is the same thing as this. Sorry, I just covered that up. There's 100 pennies in here. Is the way you think of it as. 100 of these little yellow things right here. 100 of these or 100 of these in here. And this. If you want to think of it as a dollar bill, right here. There's 100 of these little pennies make of this. If you want to think of it as money. Money. Did we shade in a whole one of these here? No. So we put a 0 over here. And we shaded in how many hundreds? 3. Not 3. How many? Hundreds. Right here. Not 3. 34. Yeah. You're close, Mariah. Out of 100. This is where it starts getting tricky. Adrian, I know it's on a book on the desk, isn't it? I'm going to confiscate the book from you. I will take the book. You won't get to read the book. That takes like 6:30. 85. I like that you're reading, but it's not time to read. We're math. Trust me, you're gonna have like in what 10 minutes maybe you'll have like a break. Okay, unless we don't get through some of these. Expanded notation. Woo. Woo. How many tenths? Wait, let me put it right here. So this one would be represented as 1, and then this one over here would be represented as 0.1. So when we multiply 3, we multiply it times 0.1. So we do 3 times 0.1 plus, make sure you put the right amount of zeros, 4 times 0.01. Notice how they're different because this is dimes and this is pennies. If we think of it as money, we know these are not the same. You come to my candy store and ask for a bag of Skittles. You come to my store and ask for a bag of Skittles. Hold on, let me make. I am not going to give you. I'm not going to give you a bag of Skittles for 1 penny if they cost 10 cents. Are these the same? No. No. You come to my candy store and my Skittles are 10 cents. You give me a penny. I'm going to tell you to go home and get 9 more pennies. I'm not giving you. Yes, but if you don't understand that these aren't the same, you're not gonna have the right amount of money, right? Because if you tell your mom, oh, I just need to say you're going to my candy store and you ask your mom and she shows you just these two and you think they're the same amount and you take the penny. No, Jacob, we're not adding them. Let me show you what I'm trying to get here. You come to my candy store and your mom shows you these two and you think they're worth the same amount and you take this one and you try to buy a candy that costs 10 cents at my candy store, you're not getting a candy. You need 9 more cents. Oh, we're shading in 9. 9. 9. Shaded 9. Oh, we forgot to do word for it. That's fine. We'll do it for the next one. It would have been 34 hundredths. We'll do it for the next one. You shaded 9. How many Skittles are we going to draw over here? How many individual Skittles are we going to draw over here? How many did we shade in? 9. 9 dots, yeah. 9 Skittles. 9 Skittles. 9 Skittles. 9 Skittles. Pretend we went to HEB. Yep. Okay. Did we shade in a whole one of these over here? No, so we put a 0 in there. Did we shade in a whole 10th of these? No, we only shaded in 9, so we have to put our 0 here, like it said in the video. Otherwise, you're gonna write your 9 there, and that's gonna say 90 cents. So how many hundreds did we shade in? How many individual Skittles? 9. You can put 9 there. So then 0.09. That's 9 cents. 9 cents. All that is. I have enough here. 9 cents. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, the lemon juice. 9 cents. This is what we have here. 9 cents. A fraction, how many individual Skittles make up this whole? How many little squares is there if you were to count? 100. So that's our denominator. And then how many did we shade in? 9. Maybe you are getting this. So you have 0 holes out of 9 hundredths out of 100. I can't see what the word form is. So right here is 0.1 and then 0.01. That's what you would multiply. Do we have anything in the tens place? Right here? No. So now we go multiply 9 times point what? Like up here. 0.1. We have something in the tens place? Nope. We go 0.1. 9 times 0.01, because we only have 9 pennies, and that represents 1 penny. That's why I'm putting this up above here so that you can see. And word form is right here. How do I say that number right here? Just say right here what's right there. 9 what? 900. That's exactly what we'd write right here. 9 hundredths. 9 hundredths is exactly what we write. That's what we would have written down here too if I would have wrote it. Ooh. They're saying 1 whole 1 and then 61. $161.
Shade those in. Y'all that are on the computer, I don't hear y'all. I can still see y'all. Natalie? I know, turn your cameras on. Oh, Sierra made it in. Turn your cameras on. I want to see your lovely faces. 'Cause I don't get to see you in person like I do over here. You guys. Shade in 61. Let's draw our picture. So we have, did we shade in a hole over here? Yeah. We're gonna draw a big old graham cracker. How many tins did we shade in? How many ones of these did we shade in there? 6. Oh, look at you. Pretzel sticks, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many Skittles? 1. Maybe if we think of it as food, it makes it easier. So we said, how many holes did we shade in here? 1. And we got pretzel sticks. How many? 6 and then 1. So there's our decimal. Woo. Are finally getting it. Maybe you're getting it now. We'll see in a few minutes, and I let that work. A fraction. So we have 1 whole, and then how many individual Skittles are just in one of these? Did we say 100? And we shaded in 61. Look at y'all. They're getting it, really. $1.61. Or 1 graham cracker, 6 pretzel sticks, and 1 Skittle. Yeah. 1 whole and 61/100ths out of 100.
Ms. Hernandez,
Yes.
are we gonna have music or art?
We have PE today. PE the rest of the week. PE the rest of the week. Expanded notation. Do we have a whole this time? Yeah. So we multiply what, Adrian? 1 times 1. You're awake now back there. 1 times 1 plus. Let me put it right here. 0.1? Nope, not 0. Look. 0. Nope. Just 0.1. It's 10 cents. Try to make it to where you can. I know, it's kind of hard to see. But it would be 6 times 0.1 plus 1 times 0.01. Like that. Oh, let me move it. Y'all can't see it because they're in the way. Tell me y'all can't see it. Make it a little bit bigger. Maybe better. Okay, probably a little bit better. Okay, we need to shade in 1 whole and 3 pennies on the next one. Oh, we forgot to do word form again. Uh-oh, my bad. 1, just like it says, 1 and, oops, like I wrote a 1. I guess we can do that way. 1 and 61, we'll use numbers. Hundreds. I know we should have wrote it out, but I messed up. But there's exactly what's written up here up until that point. 1 and 61/100. I saved up some handwriting by writing numbers instead of letters. One more. Let's finish this before we go to break. We don't do this one, we're not going to break. I know y'all want to break. I'm going to do shading. 1 whole and then 3 through 4 pennies. One whole and 4 pennies. Come on, I know y'all want to break in like less than 4 minutes. We're dying for it. We're dying for it. Let's sketch our picture. What? Yes, 4 ones. We are dying for this break. I need the break too. Let's draw the picture. How many graham crackers do I have?
1, 2, 3.
Whole. And then how many little Skittle?
3.
4. There should have been 4, Vida. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh.
Yeah, 1 big mama and 4 babies, I guess. So we got 1 whole. Did we have any pretzel sticks? No, we put a big fat goose egg there. We got 4 babies though. Just got our hands full. So $1.04. What'd you get, Adrian?
4 out of.
But what about the whole? You got to put the 1 there. 1? You put 1 and then 4 out of 100?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, just like that. Good, you're getting it. What'd you get over here?
Oh. 1 whole, 0 hundreds out of 100.
Not 0.
4?
4. 4 hundreds. Yep. No, not tens. It said hundreds right there. You gotta slow down and read it. Jacob, I better walk back there and see that you've done this, or you're not gonna get a break. And you're gonna be working with me during your break. That's what's gonna happen. You don't want to do it during class. You work with me on your break, and I'm not gonna be happy either. You do not want to upset me, so okay. So Adrian says 1 times 1. Yep. Do we have any 10s to multiply times 0.1? No. So then we add. Yeah, it's 4 times 0.01. I think is what you said. Good job.
400.
Yeah, 400. So that's why I put it. And then you'd multiply it times that 1 up there. Hint, hint on your test. I will probably write this above your place value, just like that. How do I write it if I want to write it?
1 and 400.
Yep. Good job. 1 and 4 hundredths. Look at that. It took you until Wednesday to get hundredths with the TH. Hundredths. Yep. Because it's pennies. Antonio, are you awake? Now you're falling asleep. Okay. Finish? Not yet. No. We will never, probably ever, get to put our binder away before PE. Ever. I don't think we've ever have, right? Before PE?
Yeah, I think we put it in there once.
Oh, maybe like we were doing like on Fridays when you do test taking skills, we do that 1 page and like put your binder away. Yeah. But not like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We haven't been putting our binder away till like 1 o'clock. We've been behind. Well, we don't do a lot. Like yesterday we did more math in the afternoon because we didn't have like 45 extra minutes anymore. And we're technically behind. We haven't even done today's work. We're like super behind. Okay, once you're done with that, back at 10 o'clock. What time are y'all coming back?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. On a few minutes.
We're coming. Okay, bye.
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Watch, you're not going to show up on time. 10 o'clock.